You're watching KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen.
Hi, I'm Omer.
I'm Azalea.
I'm Thaddeus.
I'm Emmy.
I'm Tulip.
And you're watching KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen. Today is Thursday, July 30th.
The Perseverance rover and its Ingenuity helicopter successfully launched to Mars this morning. Perseverance promises to be an exciting 2-year mission that will provide new perspectives of Mars. There was a small issue adjusting the ground stations of the Deep Space Network to match the spacecraft's signal. The Perseverance rover tweeted, "I am healthy and on my way to Mars, but may be too loud for the antennas on Earth while I am so close. Ground stations are working to match my signal strength so that I can communicate clearly with my team." Students Alex Martha and Vanessa Rupani named the rover and its accompanying helicopter during 2 national contests earlier this year and were on site at the Kennedy Space Center to watch the launch.
Today's word of the day is pannier, spelled P-A-N-N-I-E-R. It is defined as a basket. It can be used in a sentence as, "I have a pannier for the back of my bike," or "I just ate a big pannier of chicken wings." Or from Tuesday's word of the day, which was indulge, a sentence could be that "I have overindulged in a huge pannier of chicken wings and will need to go home very soon."
In the early days of coal mining, miners used to take canaries into coal mines because the birds are more sensitive to dangerous gases than humans are. If the canary died, the miners knew that there were dangerous gases present and would leave the mine. Our sewers might be the canary in the coal mine for the coronavirus. Studies have shown that coronavirus fragments can be found in the feces of COVID-19 patients who show symptoms and those who don't show symptoms of the disease. Coronavirus fragments shed by COVID-19 patients can be found in wastewater about 3 to 7 days before there are increases in cases or hospitalization in a community, said the Ohio EPA. That's why there is hope that sewage could become an early warning system for new outbreaks. So scientists are looking at sewers running under the world's cities and towns for information they hope will lead to the stem of the spread of the coronavirus. Ohio EPA scientists are studying Cincinnati sewers as well as the water systems in other major Ohio cities. The Ohio EPA has not yet said when the results of the study will be available. KMNH will continue to follow this story.
Today is National Asteroid Day. Asteroids have been the theme for movies, books, TV shows, podcasts, you name it. People love their asteroids. So no wonder that asteroids should have their own day. We asked Happen volunteer and former NASA press secretary Lauren Worley to tell us more in another Happen Space Talk.
I'm Space Lauren with today's Happen Space Talk. June 30th is World Asteroid Day. Asteroid Day was started by legendary rock guitarist and astrophysicist Brian May to inspire people around the world to learn more about asteroids, their role in the formation of the solar system, how we can use their resources, how astronauts paved the way for future exploration, and finally, how we can protect our planet from asteroid impacts. Here are 5 things you should know about asteroids on World Asteroid Day. Number 5. Asteroids are small rocky objects that orbit the sun, but they're much smaller than planets. They are made of the building blocks of the solar system. There are 3 main types of asteroids: S, C, and M types. M stands for metallic. These asteroids are made up of a nickel and iron. S types are made up of silicate materials and a little bit of nickel iron. And C-type asteroids, or chondrite, are the most common. They're mostly consisting of clay and silicate rocks. C-type asteroids are among the most ancient objects in the solar system. Number 4. NASA has counted 990,020 asteroids, and they range in size as small as a few feet across to as big as hundreds of miles. Vesta is the largest known asteroid, measuring in at about 329 miles in diameter. Number 3, there are 3 classifications of asteroids. Main asteroid belt is where the majority of those asteroids are, between Mars and Jupiter. The Trojans, which share an orbit with a larger planet, but do not collide with it because they gather around 2 specific places in its orbit. NASA announced it had discovered an Earth Trojan asteroid in 2011. And the final type of asteroid are near-Earth asteroids. These are the objects that have orbits that pass close to Earth. NASA scientists are particularly interested in these because of how close they are to our planet. That brings us to number 2. So what's the difference between asteroids and meteoroids, meteors, and meteorites? All of these are rocks that originate from space, but they have different names depending on where they are, whether they're hurtling through space or hurtling through the atmosphere and impacting Earth's surface. An asteroid, as we know, is a large rocky body in space that orbits the sun. Meteoroids are smaller rocks or particles that orbit the sun. A meteor is what becomes of a meteoroid when it enters Earth's atmosphere and vaporizes. It becomes a meteor. We sometimes call this a shooting star. And finally, a meteorite. If a small asteroid or a large meteoroid survives its fiery passage through Earth's atmosphere and lands on Earth's surface, then it's called a meteorite. Now, asteroids are not something that should keep you awake at night worrying, but they can be dangerous. Scientists believe that an asteroid hit Earth near modern-day Mexico, and that impact led to the extinction of the dinosaurs. Meteor Crater is the spectacular result of a collision that rocked the American Southwest about 50,000 years ago with the energy of more than 20 million tons of TNT. NASA scientists have categorized 1,409 asteroids as potentially hazardous, meaning they could pose a threat to Earth. But don't worry, there are telescopes and observatories around the world watching out for these objects. Most of the time, we always see them coming. But that's one reason why the United Nations declared Asteroid Day an official day of education, initiated in part by a need to better understand the role of asteroids following the February 2013 meteor impact in Chelyabinsk, Russia. To learn more about asteroids, visit spaceplace.nasa.gov. I'm Space Lauren with your Happen Space Talk, over and out.
It's raining, it's pouring, and staying in the house is boring. I did not predict this rain. The winds are light from the southwest. What can I say but grab an umbrella? Let's take a look at this morning's KMNH traffic count. You're looking at the corner of Hamilton and Chase this morning around 8 a.m. And the right lane was closed for a few hours this morning at Holbert Alley. The rain shut down the work for today and the lane is back open. Please watch your crosswalks. What we seen this morning was traffic moving too fast. So slow down. This is Tulip with their KMNH weather report and traffic report.
We know money can't buy love or friendship, but it would mean the world to us if you became Happen's BFF. BFF of course stands for best friend forever, but here at Happen it also means a little something else. Business, family, and friends. All you need to do to become a BFF supporter is make a small donation. Just go to happening.org and click on the donate link. We thank all past, present, and future BFF donors.
Thanks for tuning in to KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen. KMNH is brought to you by Happen Inc. and is filmed in the Happen studio in Northside on the corner of Chase and Hamilton. I'm Omer, I hope that you've enjoyed this broadcast, and I hope that you will tune in again tomorrow for more kids making the news happen.